Hello dear people, and welcome once again to Where Am I? And here we are back up at the allotment plot. It's been a little while, I know, and a massive thank you to each and every one of you for your wonderful messages and support and checking that myself and the family are well. Since the last video, a lot has been going on. I've broken my toes, I damaged my other foot, I cut off part of my finger and that had to be glued and stitched back on. Both children have had chickenpox at separate times, plus some holidays and a load of other bits and pieces as well. Not all bad and horrific. I don't know if anybody's seen the BBC Good Food magazine for July. I was actually in that doing some cooking and so on. I've also been doing a few other bits and pieces which I will tell you about later on in the episodes. So we are back up at the allotment. We've been coming up and Jen's been weeding and stuff when I've had my broken toes and my finger done and all this lot.
As much as we wanted.
We haven't done as much as we wanted to, but we have had a nice harvest of sweet corn, carrots, parsnips, apples and plums, and we'll show you some of those clips in a moment. But now we're back up at the allotment and I really want to get things ready for Christmas. I really want to be able to grow some Christmas vegetables, carrots, parsnips, potatoes, cabbage, etc. And to do that I need to clear out the tomato plants from the polytunnel, which have now ran quite wild in there. So I need to clear that. Jen's weeding and pruning everything else in the allotment, which looks a bit crazy. We've had hot weather followed by rain followed by hot weather and the weeds have just run amok, so we need to sort that out. Plus I have some massive news which I'm really excited to tell you all about, so stay tuned. But let's have a little allotment plot tour. Right, so quick tour starting up at the polytunnel. Look at that. Now we haven't been in there for a few weeks and that is what's happened, and that all needs to be cleared. And that is my job today. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. But we've been coming up and keeping an eye on the weeds and so on.
Until last week.
Until like a couple of weeks ago. We went away, not last week, but a week before. And it's like a forest has grown. It is unbelievable. So down here, the carrots and the parsnips have all been harvested. They did really well. The parsnips, we
could have left the parsnips.
We could have left them in actually, but we did. We ate them all. There's Jen down there doing her work with a new pair of secateurs, or clippers, or
They're just grass trimmers.
grass trimmers. Yes, the parsnips did really well. We ended up with some lovely, beautiful, big, long, white parsnips, which we ate on Sunday with our roast dinner. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously the wood is still there, that needs to be moved because now we move into winter, autumn and winter. We do get strong winds here, so I need to find a new place for that, and the shed still needs to be worked upon. One of the jobs I was meant to do this year but never got around to it. But yeah, as you can see, everything else is just, it's kind of, I don't know if we're going to have any autumn fruit on the autumn raspberries or not. I'm not 100% sure. The blackberry bushes, no, the blackcurrant bushes were amazing, absolutely amazing, and Jen made the most beautiful blackcurrant jam, which she then put into a homemade cheesecake, which was absolutely divine. Like that word, Jen? Divine? As we come down, so all of this is going to be.
We missed a load of blackcurrants, blackberries as well.
What, on our blackcurrant bush? We did go, as you may have seen in the clips just a minute ago, we did go blackberry picking, which was great. A nice little foraging session with the children, and we made some beautiful blackberry jam, and we're looking forward to maybe seeing if we can get a few more later on in the year. And the trees did ever so well. The sun's up there, isn't it? The trees done really well with the plums and apples, as you also got to see. But we've got a few other plants that we want to bring up to the allotment, and we're going to start planning the allotment and how we're going to work it all this year. or for next season, shall I say, and it'd be a lot better. A lot better, that is for sure. We've got some books, we've been planning it already, sat around the dining table figuring out how we're going to do things. But the first job is to weed it all completely, get these beds covered back up, so they're all protected through the winter months and rotten down and so on, and then we can get into the exciting stuff. So that's enough jibber jabber from me. As you can see, it's a beautiful day at the allotment. Today is the 9th of September 2022, and we've had nothing but a full week of torrential rain down here. Absolutely crazy. Right, let's get to work. So as I'm removing the tomato plants, I found some beautiful Gardener's Delight cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to try one right here. That is absolutely delicious. Gardener's Delight. Oh, it's lovely actually, Jen. Yeah, you can try one. Right, after my light snack of tomatoes, which tasted delicious by the way, we're back to it. Right, the next job today is to take all this tomato plants and put them down on the compost heap.
Why don't you do a little bit at a time? As bad as us mums when we do shopping and we have to carry it all down in one go.
Oh, it smells tomatoey. Sugar, where am I? Where am I?
It's a straight path, Wayne.
Where am I? There we are. Right, dear people, tomato plants have gone. Polytunnel looks back to how it did before. Kind of messy, need to tidy up, which is what I'm going to do. But before I do that, as you can see, we've had rewind and go again. Right, dear people, here's the polytunnel. As you can see, a lot better now with those bushes of tomato plants out. So I just need to tidy this up. Now, my plan is, hello Mr. O'Malley down there. My plan is to grow potatoes, carrots, parsnip and cabbage. So I'm going to put cabbage in the raised beds, okay, but they've had a season of tomato plants. So is it just a case of putting some nice fresh compost on there to feed it, like revamp it, to feed the courgettes, not courgettes, the cabbages? Please let me know in the comments below. The carrots and parsnips, I've got some massive 100-litre buckets at home, and I'm going to bring them up to grow the parsnips and the carrots in, and the potatoes I'm going to do in a bag, like the potato bags. So I'm going to get those in hopefully this week. Today is Friday, so I'm hoping to do it tomorrow if I'm honest, if not Sunday. So that is the plan of action. So yes, what can I put on this compost? I do have some. What feed do we have, Jen? What feed do we have? Is it that pellet? Is it chicken pellet? We got chicken pellet fertilizer. Is it a case of putting a load of that down? Yeah, so please do let us know, and let me know how you would grow at the beginning of September potatoes, carrots, parsnips and why do I keep forgetting the last one? What is it? Cabbage. Cabbage. So yeah, please do let me know. And broccoli. I don't think we'll get broccoli done by Christmas.
No, just experimenting with the polytunnel.
Yeah, we're going to experiment with the polytunnel over winter, so please do let me know. But this just needs a tidy up, but before I do that I want to find out what's going on with these raised beds, so thank you very much. The next job on the agenda today is I need to have a quick, do some more weeding. It wouldn't be Where Am I without weeding, so we're going to do some weeding. I need to look at the fence over there and sort that out. And basically just have a rummage around. Jen is sat there having a bit of a break. And some good news, I don't know where it is, but we do have a bin for burning stuff, which I think is over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called. Incinerator bin, thanks babe. So yes, we got given that by another plot member.
We're only allowed to do that in the week of Guy Fawkes.
Yeah, we're only allowed to do that in the week of bonfire, so keeping all the old wood, I'm going to do a bonfire for the children, some sparklers, hot chocolates, lovely job. Let's get some weeding done. Right, so we're not going to do any weeding, so scrap that. The reason being is it's mainly grass and stinging nettles, and I don't have the right gloves for it. I only have really, really thin ones. But down here, oh,
I'm holding her up.
Oh.
So she's growing along the ground. I'm just holding her up.
We have a raspberry plant, which is our autumn raspberry one, which I'm really happy with. Jen, am I even looking in the right way?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so this is our autumn raspberry plant, which we planted in May, and she's got a few raspberries on her, which is awesome.
She was only about 4 inches high.
She was, wasn't she? So we might get a little stake out and just help her grow up the stake. Give her a bit more.
I think she's just
strength.
about to grow another one off of her.
Fantastic. But she's got raspberries on her, and raspberries are my favourite fruit, so I'm really happy with that. Jen's done some hoeing in the fruit patch.
I was tennis and golfer's elbow, so I'm not actually meant to be doing it at all. But...
No, Jen's damaged her elbows. Basically, 6 weeks with the children has run us ragged. And as you can notice, it's very quiet here today. That's because the children aren't with us. Zachary's back at school, and my darling little bundle of joy, my play friend, she's at school as well. And it's been very sad. Actually, it's only her third day back in there, so she's only doing half day.
She did tell us that she decided she wasn't going to go back today.
Yeah, she said that she wanted a day off, and I was like, well, unfortunately, you've got to go back. And it was hard to watch Zachary, my beautiful little boy in Natalia, my beautiful little girl, go back to school after all the fun we've had playing. So, yeah.
This one is the autumn one, and it crops between mid-August to November.
Okay, so she's still got a few. So mid-August to November.
Yeah.
So maybe she's going to be a late bloomer because of when she went in.
She's not actually meant to do fruit this year.
Oh, right, okay. But yeah, we might have to get one of the canes out to prop her up. Awesome. Right, next job. Jen wants me to look at the fence and get something sorted there. Actually, before we look at the fence, right, let's have a little. You said that there was courgette and onion.
Yeah.
And, oh, right.
You're looking at where the peas and that didn't grow.
Oh, right, I'm in the wrong place. Here?
Yeah, this is the raised bed.
Right, so in this raised bed, we have.
Don't touch them.
Our leeks growing.
Don't touch them.
Look at that. So we got some. How many have we got?
About 8.
We got 8. Have we?
Yeah,
We've got.
So maybe more.
We got 8 leeks growing. So that is fantastic. So that's doing really well. We've got about 8 leeks there. Lovely jubbly. We do have some onions as well.
Yeah, the leaves and that all died off. I don't know if I've left it too long to take them out.
But the leaves have died off, so Jen doesn't know whether she's left it too long to take them out. We're not sure. Obviously, we're very new to this, but those leeks feel awesome. So I'm really happy that the leeks have done well. And we also got courgette turning into what, this side?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got courgette turning into a marrow, which is cool because I really would like to make chutney.
Stop touching the plant.
Ouch.
No, the other side.
This way?
Yeah. The other side. Keep going.
Oh, there it is.
That's one.
There's one there.
2 there.
There's 2 there.
And there's a few more flowers as well. Why you get it out of the bloody dish?
Well, I'm trying to do a good shot. Oh, isn't it nice being at the garden with your wife? But yeah, there, look at that. So I'm hoping that will help me make some beautiful chutney this year, which would be very cool. Very cool indeed. So we've got some courgettes still growing, and we've got some leeks growing as well. I'm sorry if this video is a bit hickory-pickory. It's been a few months and I'm a little bit out of practice with it all. So that's cool. So we've got leeks, we've got courgettes, we've had sweet corn, which did really well. We've had parsnips and carrots, apples and plums, and it's been okay. It's not been too bad for our first season, but I think we've learned a lot. I think we learned a lot more in the harvesting season than we did in the planting season for how we want to get it all done, and that's why we've started planning what we're going to do already. Right then, Jen's gone off to do some work, so let's have a look at the fence that we need to do. I'll just bring it in here. So it runs across there and up, but it's a job that I went to do last year, and I couldn't. But as you can see, there's literally like nothing protecting us from this side, and everything from this side, and everything goes across. And we've got all this here junk as well, so that all needs to come out and go. And then I'm thinking about putting like a wooden fence in. So but I don't know, because obviously we need to keep the sun coming through for whatever we decide to plant in this raised bed next time. Jen, do you want a wooden fence?
No.
Jen?
Yes.
What are you doing over there? Where are you? What are you doing over there?
On my plot.
Yeah, you are. This is our big news, people. We have got the plot next door as well as this one. So let's go and have a little look, shall we? Right. And this is why Jen and I have been doing quite a lot of planning, because we've got some big ideas, but we don't want to go too big that we make it wrong. We want to make sure that we do very well and get a good season. So let's just close the gate of our plot here and we move across. Now, it's very sad that George left. I've enjoyed his company, but now that he's gone, I spoke to the council, and I said, like, obviously they knew we were looking to get a bigger plot, and it makes sense that because the gate is just over there and we got one here, and I know what I'm doing and I know where I am, I know where the water is, I'm not going to get lost. So they've given us the plot next door as well. How'd you get in, Jen? Where's the... How do I get in, babe? This way? Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's as far as you're allowed to go. No. No.
What? Oh, I'm not allowed on your plot? Yeah. Right, okay. So here we are, and this is where we got the bin, the fire bin from, whatever it's called. What is that fire bin called again? Incinerator bin. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Right, and there we are. So if I go over, God, my neighbours are right moany old. Right, let's go over here. There's a fence here somewhere. Here it is. Right, okay. So now you can get an eye. So I'm right at the fence, and now you can see the size of our new plot. How awesome is that? Now, also, because Jen and I did so well collecting water in our water butt, George has left us 4 water butts.
3, I think.
Three water butts. So we've got 3 water butts there, and we've got a compost bin up. 2 compost bins.
2 compost bins. There's 3 rubbish bins, which may be compost bins or water butts. I don't know what you use them for.
Yeah. But today is Friday, and we took ownership of this plot last Wednesday. So we just had it for just over a week. So which is fantastic. So Jen's been weeding. Now, Jen, do you want to tell everybody what this plot is going to be used for?
Vegetables.
And that plot next door? Fruit. So that whole plot, because one of the things that we found is that we ran out of space, we couldn't grow what we wanted to, and if we did, it was kind of like bunched in really tight, and the plants didn't really have a chance to breathe or grow. So with having this extra plot, that plot is now going to become a fruit plot. So all the raspberry bushes that we put in and everything that kind of crumpled up in the corner by the polytunnel are going to have a raised bed each. So, yeah, the kids eat so much fruit, it's unbelievable. So we can have like a raised bed with 2 raspberry plants in, a raised bed with 2 gooseberry bushes in, blueberry bushes, and so on and so forth. So that's yeah, the strawberries can go anywhere. So that's what we're planning. So that's all going to be our fruit garden. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Really excited. My cheeks are tingling with excitement. One thing George has got is rhubarb.
Yay!
Which Jen is very happy with, and there's a couple of blueberry bushes in here as well. So over on our other plot is the compost bins, and what we're going to do is we've looked in one of the compost bins and it is ready to use. So we're going to empty that compost out, and we're going to use it on the raised beds, and then that compost, those 2 compost bins are going to come over here and go up over there with the other ones. We'll have a compost area. Our water butt's going to come over and go over there, so we'll have a water butt area. And then over there where the compost bins were, we're going to put the rhubarb. So we're going to have a rhubarb area right over there, because let's just go and have a little look.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to get out.
Right, you're not going anywhere near out. 6 foot forward. Don't look at me. Stop.
Yeah. This way. Talk to me, babe. Yeah. Right. See, now I know where I am when I'm on the path. It's when I'm in the allotment, and in the allotments I get lost. All right, let's come over here. Let me show you what's going on. So these compost bins, one needs to be finished, which is my handiwork, which I'm still lost. How is this possible? Right, here we go. Right, so this, there it is. Right, so this compost bin here, this compost bin here is going into over there in the corner with the other compost bins. This one's going to be finished, taken over there, composted down. This whole area then will be worked, and this will become rhubarb. This area here will be our rhubarb patch, because the lady right here, now I haven't got a clue where it is, but everybody says how wonderful her rhubarb grows up here. So I'm thinking if her rhubarb is there and my rhubarb is there, so hopefully our rhubarb will do really well in this corner. So this is going to be rhubarb corner. We're going to have to prune the apple trees and the pear trees and the plum trees right back. We're going to keep the fruit bushes up there, but we will thin them. We will thin them out. So the autumn raspberry will go up there, but the summer raspberries will come down here. So we'll have 2 raspberries. Sorry, we'll have a raised bed for 2 raspberry bushes either side, which should give them a lot more room. Then we'll go gooseberries, and then we'll go like blueberries up there. So that is very, very cool. There is so much work to be done. That fence, the work on the fence is to take the fence and clear the whole area, so then we can walk from one plot to the other. We're going to keep this gate here, barricade that gate over there, so it's just one humongous plot. And as we come up here, shoot, oh, I nearly dropped the phone and went then. Right, as we come up here, where am I? Here we are. Right. Carrots and parsnips. Now, I'm going to keep the carrots where they are, but the parsnips, what we're going to do is we're going to empty that bin, clear the other side of it, and we're going to have it running straight along. So this here will be our main walkway through into the path. So this is be like headquarters up here, and we'll have a walkway through. So the parsnip bin will go across. Sorry? Where is it, babe? Right. This way? Oh, found it. Can you reach that, or is it? Oh, well done. So yes, so that is going to be our walkway through. So we're going to have a nice wide path, so we can get wheelbarrows through and everything. This raised bed, the small one that we use for the strawberries, may pay the price and go. Just have it a little bit wider. So
yeah, no, I'm going to take out some of the plants.
Yeah.
And just put them in and around the bushes.
Fair enough.
But
So
some of them didn't fruit at all.
No. So this will go. I mean, what we could do, to be fair, is make something like the carrot planter here, but maybe not as high, and have a narrow one running along it for the strawberries or something. I don't know. That's still to be decided. But what we have decided on is the carrots will stay, the parsnips will go lengthways the same as the carrots, and if I can get my hands on some pallets, I will make some more of them.
We've got that water butt and a couple of water butts come up on the shed.
Yes.
Put in and around the shed as well.
So we've got our water butt there. We do have another 2 water butts coming. Now the reason for the water butts, because there's 3 over there in this one and another 2 coming, so that makes 6. The reason for that is we had an incredibly dry summer, as everybody in the UK did, and there was hosepipe bans. Not down here, we got away with it just, but with global warming, the way things are changing, we really need to make sure we've got plenty of water. So we're thinking of having our reservoir area over there. So yes, that is what we have planned so far. So this will all become fruit, and what's nice about the fruit being on this side, apart from obviously the trees and being established, is that we've got the paths, nice paths in between each raised bed. And when we were blackberry picking with the children, they absolutely adored it. So this way they can get in between each of the bushes for the raspberries and the gooseberries and so on, and get a good pick. Where am I? Oh, right. Yeah, and not get hurt. So, and they will then not trample on the fruit. So the only vegetables that will be in this side will be the carrots at the top, and whatever we put in the polytunnel. So as you can see, yes, a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of clearance to do. So then we come on to this side, and we're just deciding what we want to do. Well, we know it's going to be veg, but we need to decide what veg is going where. I'm coming back in. Which way?
Back up where you came from.
I don't. Here?
Yeah, almost there. No, that's it.
It's like a maze. Right.
Not really.
So one thing we do know, apart from where the reservoir's going and the compost bins.
That's what you're calling it, the water butts of the reservoir.
The reservoir, yeah, it's quite nice, babe. The reservoir. We do have, because there was a shed here, which got taken. George gave it to somebody else, which was a shame, because it would. Oh, sorry. It was a shame. We could have done with it, but at the same time, it gives us more room. And where is it, Jen? Sorry if I go a bit quiet, I'm just concentrating. It's learning this plot now. We're getting a... Here? Yes. So this is the concrete base, which we could use for code frames. We could use it for plant pots, or even Potato Alley, because Potato Alley will be moving over here. But what we've decided is, as you can see, there's absolutely no shade whatsoever. And the children came and loved it here at the summertime. But they had nowhere to go to get out of the sun. So what we decided to do is we were looking at putting a swing set there, so the kids have something to play with. But I think what we're going to do is actually try and get a picnic bench on there with a parasol, so the children have somewhere to sit, get out of the sun with the shade of the parasol, and it's somewhere that you can sit and have a cup of tea and your sandwiches and so on throughout the year. So that'd be a nice little area. And to be fair, being up here, you can sit and you can just look over the whole plot, which is absolutely awesome. So yes, we have been away, but a lot of work has been going on. I'm very grateful for everybody for their messages, wondering where we were and saying that they missed us and stuff, which was lovely. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to like write comments and stuff on the actual on the YouTube channel, so you know what's kind of going on as well. You don't have to wait for the video. I can do like updates and so on. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to Where Am I, aka the Blind Gardener. Oh yeah, so if anybody's new, I'm blind and that's my wife Jennifer.
I think these are blueberries. Do you want to just check?
Why, is there a blueberry on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just by the leaves.
Right, so there is some fruit bushes in here which we need to move, but if we look at the leaves, are they blueberry?
Well, that's elderberry.
Is that
I think.
elderberry?
No, gooseberry, I think.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
sorry.
Cool. You're gonna help me here.
Yeah, that's on it. Yeah, I'm
So-
pretty sure they're blueberry, but
Is that blueberry? Please leave a
there is
comment,
some old dried up fruit here, so yeah, I think it probably is.
because if that's blueberry, that is Natalia's favourite.
She'll be picking them
Fruit.
every time she's up.
So we'll have a blueberry bed, we'll have a strawberry bed, because Zachary's favourite fruit is strawberries, bless him.
I wonder whether I can move them.
Oh yeah, and also can you let us know in the comments below about removing bushes? So we got blueberry here, we got some
Not removing them,
Well, not
moving them.
transplanting.
Moving them from- yeah, moving
transplanting
them
the
from
plant.
to the other side.
Yes, so we want to move them on to the fruit side. Obviously the fruit tree there might have to stay. That might be a bit of a mission digging that up.
Wait, the trees are staying, darling.
Yes, I know.
Along with this big blackcurrant tree bush.
Right,
There's two
okay.
of them there. They're too big.
The boss has spoken.
The boss has spoken.
But yes, that is our blueberry bushes, hopefully, if you can let us know. So they will be transplanted over to the other side. The ones over there in Fruit Corner, that will be thinned out and moved as well. So yeah, if you can let us know, like if we can, and the best time of year to transplant them as well, will be absolutely awesome. But yes, this is our new plot, and it's great to have. It feels nice. It's always felt lovely on the other side, but it's also always felt very cramped in as well, whereas now we can really spread out and get some decent growing going, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think it'd be about here where the shed is. Am I in line with the shed, Jen?
Eh?
Am I in line? No?
Ready?
So here is where I think the shed is, in this area. So we'll have the path coming across the top there. So we'll have the compost bins behind the shed and everything, as I've already said. So it's going to be really nice, and it's probably being able to have the more room will really allow us to work more efficiently and keep everything organised. Because being visually impaired, registered blind, organisation is key, and that's what I need. So we'll have a nice walkway coming along the top there. So happy days. So a lot to do. I need to get the fruit, I need to get the veg in for Christmas. So yes, again, any comments on that, please do let me know. We're looking to grow cabbage, yes, parsnips, carrots and potatoes, and anything else I can get done between now and Christmas, apart from Brussels sprouts, because nobody in the family likes them.
Zach, Natalia and I do.
Yeah, well, it's just me then. So yeah, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. And we got some wood, because we got this all clear, so we're going to have a nice little bonfire at on the 4th of November. We're going to be up here roasting marshmallows, bonfire, some sparklers, sticky toffee apples and hot chocolate. So it's going to be wonderful for the children, that's for sure. We're going to do that on the 4th, just because we've got dogs at home and they do get scared of the fireworks, so we want to be home for the fireworks on the 5th of November. So it's going to be a nice little way of welcoming this plot and that plot together. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think about everything. The new plot, this one being vegetables, that one being fruit, the Christmas veg, the bush there, the transplanting. There's a lot of information here. So happy days. Yes, we know you can't plant in the winter, but it's whether or not you can transplant, or is it best to do that in autumn? Oh, okay.
Planting vegetables, you can't in the polytunnel to see what happens.
Yeah, did you call me a plonker?
Yes, it did.
Oh.
I didn't say transplant, did I? Remove.
Oh God. So what, you keep your plot, I'll have my plot, and then we'll see who does the best at the end of the year.
I think I'm winning so far, don't you?
Yeah. Right, dear people, thank you very much for joining me on Where Am I today. Here I am stood between the two plots, which is awesome, and they'll soon become one. So please do smash the subscribe button and watch how we're going to transform these two plots into one and how we're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. But thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, please leave a comment in the comments below. And until next time, bye for now.